Okay, there's one thing that I now have to say. It's like, oh, what in the world? Okay, so if you remember, when it comes to the ranges, everyone has their own powers now. Everyone has their own type of powers, and no matter what you have, they got to have the powers. You want me to explain it? Okay. So let's go with Mighty Morphin, and Mighty Morphin actually gets intertwined with Zeo, and Zeo gets intertwined with Turbo, and Turbo gets intertwined with In Space. Sadly, that's how it goes. Jason has the Red Ranger powers. He could have the Gold Ranger powers. Could. But I kind of doubt it, considering they didn't really truly take for real for Jason, because he had to give it back eventually. So there's a debate whether or not he actually has the Gold Ranger powers and could actually assess them or not. And even then, it might be the messed up cough up that he can summon the Gold Ranger powers, but he can't use them for long. So he has to revert back to his Red Ranger form. Billy he just has the Blue Ranger powers. That's all he gets to have, sadly. Zach gets to have just the Black Ranger powers. Trini's gone. Kimberly got Pink Ranger powers. Then we get to the third season. Rocky has Zeo and the Red Ranger powers. Well, he got it back. He got the Red Ranger powers back officially now. Cat has Zeo and Turbo, technically, but those share. It's kind of intertwined, kind of. So either way, she has a Zeo. She got the Pink Ranger powers for Mighty Morphin back, so now she has Mighty Morphin as well now. So basically, beforehand, she only had just Zeo and Turbo. And it's kind of like, does she really have Zeo? It's like, I guess she actually has an ability to access Turbo, technically, but she only just technically has Zeo as her own. But now she has Zeo and Mighty Morphin. And I don't think they actually grabbed those coins back, so I think she still has the Pink Ranger powers. So basically, she has 2 out of 3. Then we have Aisha. Aisha only just has the Yellow Ranger powers, but even then, it's like, I think she's powerless. It's like, yeah, Tanya's powerless. You could technically say she has Zero Ranger too, but sadly, no, that was Billy who gave that to, Aisha. I'm going to say Aisha. So there you go on that one. Okay. Adam has Zero Ranger 4 green, so he has the Green Ranger powers of Zeo. He technically has the Black Ranger powers, but he gave it back to Zach, I guess. So it's either that or he had to give the powers back after Once a Ranger, Always a Ranger from Power Rangers Overdrive. So it's kind of like, it does make sense that only Bridge gets to keep his powers. Everyone else don't get to keep them. And it's like, oh, well, that's some bullcrap. I mean, why not allow the freaking girls to keep their powers? It's like, yeah, now Kira secretly has her yellow powers still. Tori still has her ninja blue powers. Is there anyone else that I miss? Oh yeah, don't forget about Xanda. Does Xanda get to lose his powers? That's some bullcrap. It would have been nice that Xanda showed up, of course, in Ninja Steel, but no. So fuck it. So it's like, it's questionable. You could actually say that the sword guy basically went to Gosei, grabbed the freaking Ranger keys, gave it back to him. That's how he did it, which is like, oh, so he's not freaking like Ninja, or no. He actually went to Gosei to get the damn powers. Then after it's ended, he's like, okay, well, I thought he did it because he was like, these are my replacements, fuck you. And it's like, nope. And apparently Gosei's like, hey, dude, since you're not using those keys, bring them back. So I think either A, Adam had it and he gave it back to Zach, or B, he doesn't have it, Gosei had it, and then when Gosei summoned everyone, Zach got to have the powers back because he already had Zeo. So yeah, since he was there in Zeo, that means that, yeah, it had to be Zach. So Zach got his powers back. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, so he also has Turbo Green, but doubt it. It's kind of like a little bit of, it's hard to figure it out. And then we get to Zeo officially, and only Tanya was there. Tanya and also Trey, but I doubt Trey is there anymore. Trey most likely went back to his home world, Triforia. So that means that when it comes to calling all ranges, Tanya was fighting all by her damn ass self, and she got captured, which is like, that is some messed up bullshit. Like, seriously, she was fighting on her damn ass own? What the fuck? It's like, yep, so that's how she got taken down, because she was fighting on her own. She most likely wasn't paired with anyone else, and she got freaking taken by her own. She got taken away. It's like, some bullshit. This some bullshit. We could say the interesting part of where it's like Tanya and Mike from Lost Galaxy, they kind of actually liked each other in the comics, and we could say that Tanya was with the Lost Galaxy Rangers, and well, many of them got taken, including Tanya, which that works perfectly fine in a way. But we don't have any winkety wink wink that that's actually true. So, and it gets even funnier where it's like, yeah, don't forget there's only one extra person who actually is all fighting all by himself, kind of, which is of course freaking Justin. Justin's fighting by himself, or he got the Blue Centaurian and the Phantom Ranger fighting with him. Which that's the first time I wish in Countdown to Destruction, which is like it's always kind of it's the fact of where you could have had someone in a freaking Blue Ranger suit, turbo wise, fighting alongside the other two. I don't care about the whole thing of he was with his dad. His dad was scared and he wanted to be with his dad. It's like, no, fuck you. In the series, you actually had a morph. He snuck out under his dad's nose. Freak you and that whole thing of being like, oh, but this time he has to stay with his dad. It's like, no, fuck you. You could have just let him go, man. I know the messed up part was that when everything ceased, he would be demorphed, which that might have been the messed up issue, which I'm like, well, then you could have just did the right thing, which is think ahead. You had freaking Adam. You had Johnny Bosch there. You had Justin there. Blake Foster, you had both of them there. Why couldn't you actually do the extra moment and be like, oh, we're going to film you in a green screen doing shit. We'll film you in green screen, putting up a good fight, just something that actually helps, especially when it comes to Justin. But Justin doesn't really actually need to do it, but on the other hand, he could. So actually show that he actually morphed. I mean, that's asking even more than what I want. But I think the best part would just be the fact of just having him with the Blue Centaurian and with the Phantom Ranger, and they're all three of them together, and there you go. He's right there in the background. They put a blue screen behind him, green screen behind him. There he is. He's demorphed and he's with them. There we go. That's how you do shit. Yeah, so it's really kind of like, but Justin was able to hold his own. And I don't know if the Blue Centaurian or the Phantom Ranger are actually on Earth. They were on Earth, I think. Were they on Earth in Countdown to Destruction? Well, either way, I'm pretty sure the Blue Centaurian went back to where he came from. Phantom Ranger went back to where he came from. Why are we going to Earth to fight putties? Where it's like, I got stuff over here to do. So it's like Justin fought by himself. And Justin didn't get caught, which would have been like a great idea. I was like, yeah, Justin got caught. But no, Justin didn't get caught. So apparently he's better than freaking Tanya. Sorry to be a jerk, but technically you got to go with it because she got captured. She might have been fighting alone. Justin was fighting alone as well, and he was still able to gun it. So yes, we could easily say that, oh, but he also was fighting with the robot Turbo Rangers. True, that could have been true. That definitely could have been true. But still, though, it's like if the freaking Robo Rangers weren't really used, it's like they weren't even used in Countdown to Destruction. So how competent do you really think they are? Sorry to be a jerk, but how competent do you really think they are? And it looks like that since even though they're Robo Rangers and they still have the Ranger powers, they weren't good enough for them to actually get captured. Who knows? Maybe they were stupid enough to be like, oh, well, all of them are robots and, well, we don't need the robots, so knock them down, defeat them, but we're not going to take their powers away because they're not good enough. We need actually people who are alive. That'll work. Anyways, yeah, it's just kind of sad that Tanya might have been fighting alone. And Justin might have been fighting alone as well, but he was able to freaking stand his own, while Tanya, however, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know.